thanks a lot. Our team coverage turns now to Local 10's Roy Ramos.
He's live in Fort Lauderdale, where the heavy winds have forced a historic cancellation. Roy.
And for the first time in 52 years, it is conditions like this that have canceled the Seminole Hard Rock Winterfest Boat Parade. And you can really get a sense of why. The wind is just so strong, and with more rain expected over the weekend, it's just not safe for participants or spectators.
I walk every day. This is the windiest it's ever been.
High winds picking up the surf that is churning up the Atlantic waters off Fort Lauderdale Beach. While the rain hasn't proved to be much of an issue for the day, it is the wind blowing sand just about everywhere.
I've had to cover my eyes a couple of times.
We spotted sand blowing right off of the beach and onto A1A, causing traffic delays as more than a foot of high sand dunes had drivers hitting the brakes. As for the restaurants, retail shops, and bars that line Fort Lauderdale Beach, customers are scarce.
Usually we have a whole entire full patio downstairs, especially on a Friday. So everyone's kind of tucked in here inside.
Coming up on the weekend, usually it gets busier. You know, the families are out here doing their thing. We have the farmers market, but they no longer could come out in these type of conditions.
And with the conditions expected to worsen into the weekend, officials forced to cancel the Seminole Hard Rock Winterfest Boat Parade. The cancellation comes after reports by the National Weather Service warning of perilous conditions that could jeopardize not just the safety of participants, but spectators as well. And as we come back out live, you can see I have my wind gauge out here. We are getting readings upwards of 20 miles an hour with gusts of about 25 miles an hour. That obviously not going to be safe for boaters that are out on the water, much less just to be out here in these types of conditions. We do know that the city of Fort Lauderdale did address those concerns with sand on the roadway here at A1A. They've cleared that passage and allowed for drivers to move through here. As for the rain this upcoming weekend, they say that they do have contractors on standby in case of severe flooding. For now, here on Fort Lauderdale Beach, Roy Ramos, Local 10 News.
Okay, Roy, thanks a lot. A similar scene in Miami Beach where the wicked winds are putting a damper on local businesses, and Local 10's Janine Sandwood is live now with this part of our team coverage tonight. Janine?
Miami Beach is beautiful, but this weather is just ugly. This is the time of year when so many tourists from around the year come here to enjoy the sights and the sounds, even the palm trees. But you can see this wind is whipping. And right over here on Ocean Drive, you can see it is wet and it is mostly empty.
Vacation, all girls trip.
They came for a South Beach girls trip. Instead, they got soaked.
We never saw sun.
I look like I'm going to Alaska, not to Florida. So.
It's yet another day of gusty wind and that annoying spritzy rain. On the way to Miami Beach, we saw palm trees whipping along the causeway, and on a usually bustling Ocean Drive, space heaters and empty tables.
I need the sun.
What did you think the weather was going to be like?
At least about 80.
Sunny. It's depressing weather.
The hot fashion this day, hoodies and rain gear. You're still going out. Even on a normally shirtless Raven, a fixture on Miami Beach, who hasn't broken his daily running streak in decades and won't today. Rain or shine or wind.
Or wind or hurricane.
Can you find any little bit of hope here in Miami Beach?
Oh yeah, I haven't had a good time, even though I'm gonna have a good time because we visiting. We're gonna make the best of it.
Making the best of it. That's what most tourists are telling us. Not a whole lot of dining al fresco, at least not this night. Most people tell us, you know the saying, it's actually a rainy day is better here than a day anywhere else. And most of these tourists, at least who are not staying through Sunday when the weather starts getting better, they are going to have to make the best of it. The people who live here are hoping for better weather in the next coming days. We're on Miami Beach. I'm Janine Stanwood, Local 10 News.
Love that young lady from Mississippi. She's so positive. Thanks a lot there, Janine.